Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having a great Saturday. If you live in the Tennessee area, I haven't watched the weather, so I don't know if it's all of Tennessee, but if you are, I'm in Middle Tennessee, so how many of you went and got your milk and bread today? I did. I didn't have any milk at all. We were out, and I had like one loaf of bread. So I did get out this morning, and I typically grocery shop on Saturdays anyway, but I did get out this morning and prepare. And for my friends that are not in the southern region of the United States, a lot of the myths and little silly rumors that you hear about us Southerners are kind of true when it comes to bad weather. And like I had said in one of my other videos, the main thing is we just don't get it a lot. So we don't drive in it enough to really, in my opinion, know what we're doing. Now there are some people that are great and can, drive in it. So if you're one of those, I mean, that's great. More power to you. I am not. And we're also just not really like prepared. Like we don't have chains on our tires or, just, I don't keep my back end of my car, things in that. Like I do have a blanket and jumper cables and stuff like that, but snow is just not something that we get often. So when we do get it, it is kind of a big deal. It's almost like a holiday. And I know that sounds crazy, but we sort of treat it like just fun. Like school does close. I kid you not. School will close when you can still see the grass on the ground. Some of that being, again, people just can't drive in it. Our bus drivers aren't used to it. We have lots of, old country roads that some of the counties have to deal with, and those are dangerous and they're not salted. And then another thing that working in the school system is, honestly, a lot of our kids in this area aren't prepared clothing wise. Like they might have, a big jacket, but a lot of my kids don't have gloves and hats, and, they don't have snow boots. I remember my kids would get snow boots, but that was just always in anticipation, hoping that we would get something, and they were passed down. Like, it's just not something that we buy on a yearly basis in this region. So to have kids out at the bus stop in that kind of weather, we're just not prepared. So we take cautionary and we do close schools. I love it when the stores close. That means that Greg gets to be home with us. And like I had said, he always wants to get out and get snow food. Now, we've been married almost 30 years, and I still am not really sure what snow food is. It's just kind of whatever he's wanting. But he just likes to get out in it and go to Kroger or Walmart every single time when they're on the news saying, stay home. Greg is one of those ones that likes to get out. And I mean, he'll get a buggy full of just junk. So anyway, that's what I've kind of spent my morning. I've brought a bunch of firewood in. Our temperatures are supposed to, over the next couple of days, get down. I think one day is a 0, or like the low is a 0. And again, that's just something we're not used to. So we are sort of preparing inside of the house. I'm washing up all of our cozy blankets and just making sure that we are comfortable and can enjoy this special time, because it is a special time in the South to have snow. So anyway, enough of that. I wanted to hop on here and do a auction win. Now, this is several different little auctions that Greg and I both have been in. Some of them, y'all, we're so bad. I'm going to tell you a little story. Over like after Thanksgiving but before Christmas, I was trying to get him one of those white hobnail swung vases. Now, I've said I don't like those. They're very mid-century, like from the 60s looking, and I don't care for that. But he loves them. And it was so funny because we'll sit on opposite ends of the couch and be on our phones, and like how most people are, not even really talking to each other, not fully aware of what the other one's doing. Well, long story short, we were both bidding on the exact same vase on the exact same site. And he got so excited because he won, and he was kind of bad-mouthing the person that was bidding against him. And it took me a couple of minutes to process what had actually just happened. And I was like, wait, were you bidding on, this hobnail swung vase? And he was like, yes. Y'all, we were bidding against each other for this stupid vase. I was so aggravated with him. You know, I was like, here it is Christmas time, and you don't need to be buying anything because I'm over here trying to get this vase for you. He got the vase, but like, I am a little bit more cautious now if I'm bidding on something for him, like all throughout the rest of the Christmas shopping season. I was like, now listen, stop getting in auctions. You know, I'm not going to tell you what I'm getting, but I think that we've done that one other time as well. So always be aware. Make sure that you're not bidding against your own person in your home. But we had gotten some really great deals. I'm going to start out with, no, I'm going to save the best for last. Let me show you Greg's stuff first. So he won this. Now, he was frustrated because there was candlestick holders that went with this, and he actually lost those. And he had won this prior. This is like, it needs to be cleaned up, but it's just kind of like I don't know what we'll set in it. You know, you set something, put a green, I'll probably get a greenery ball or something. But we both like the brass, and of course it is the hobnail. And so this will go, in the front living room with all the hobnail. And I do not remember, I don't know what he paid for anything. I didn't ask him, so I'm not sure how much this is. One of you had noticed that I didn't tell prices on something. Sometimes I just can't remember. Sometimes, I'm going to be real with y'all because I feel like I'm always pretty honest with y'all. If I feel like in my heart of hearts that I probably paid too much, I normally don't tell the price. I guess I mean, I pay my own bills. Y'all don't pay my bills, and my bills are paid, but I still, you know, try to, this is a thrifting channel. So I do try to really show the things that I'm able to thrift at good prices. And it's not so much that I'm embarrassed that I paid what I paid. I just don't want to misrepresent anything. And sometimes I don't want Greg to know what I paid, y'all. I'm going to be real with y'all. But it's never like really just to kind of keep it from you. Sometimes, like I said, I just forget. But I can just start telling you. Like if you don't judge me, I'll just start telling you sometimes when I do pay for things. Okay, so the next thing that Greg got, and I don't know, this is a cake pedestal, but it has a hole in the middle of it. So maybe you guys might know what it is, but it is a square. It is heavy. A square milk glass. There's the underneath. It's not marked Fenton, so I don't know what it is, but it's a square milk glass cake plate. Now, it has this hole in the middle, and Greg said he saw something about where it was a rum hole or a rum filler or something like that. So, like, I know you wouldn't pour anything in there. It's not that deep, but I also don't really know. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess maybe extra icing, extra fruit. I don't know. If you know for sure why that has that in there, let me know because I am curious. But this is really pretty. The square cake stands, I think he may have found one time in an antique shop, and I don't remember how much it was. I just remember he was like, I am not getting that. So again, I have no idea of what he paid for this, but it is a good substantial piece. It's a heavy piece. So I was proud for him that he was, I was proud for him that he was able to get that piece. Now, on to my things. I don't have any thrift things for you all today. I have just bombed out at the thrift store. I did get one tiny little, I already have one, but one little Spice of Life Corel ball. You know those little teeny tiny square ones? I got one of those for like $3.99 at City Thrift this week. I haven't gone much. I have been needing to come home and get some stuff done, but the times that I have gone, I haven't really been successful. But anyway, I got on eBay, and y'all know I love my Flow Blue. And if you're a lover of Flow Blue, you know Flow Blue can be very expensive, and then it can be dirt cheap. I am you know, trying to learn more about it. And I do think that it has to do with the maker, when it was made, maybe the pattern, all that. And I still feel like a lot of this depends on whether or not that vendor cares for it. You know, sometimes I have talked to a few vendors that I can just tell that they really don't know much about what they're selling. They just got a good deal on it and they're just going to pass it on as a good deal. Not everybody is an expert in every single thing. So I think that maybe that is why we will go to some of these vendors' booths and find things that we snatch up because they're such a great price. And then I think there are people that know exactly what they have, and they're asking what they feel like is a fair price for it. So I don't know why Flow Blue is just all over the place. But I'm always very excited whenever I find it that I can afford. So I hopped on eBay, saw this beautiful Flow Blue platter. Isn't that gorgeous? It was, starting bid was $25. Shipping was like $12. There was no bids on it and it ended in like a day. So I just hit 25. You know, I thought, well, somebody will, you know, grab that up. I'm not going to get it. It's from Lonsdale. It is the semi-porcelain, which I've learned is ironstone. And then it looks like it has possibly a bow and arrow mark. I'm not really sure. It's hard to make some of these old ones out. But, you know, possibly somebody didn't buy it because of the chip. But, you know, these things are date back to 1800s. So that little chip right there doesn't bother me. And some of it dates back a little bit further, like to the early to mid 1800s. But nobody bid on this. And I was like, I'm not going to go higher than $25. Either I get it or I don't. So I got this beautiful Flow Blue platter for $25. So this is my 4th Flow Blue platter. Sorry, gotta watch when I say that. And I do plan on doing something with these in my dining room, like hanging them, making some type of display. Well, by the same seller, right underneath this picture was a set of dishes. Now, I have seen sets of Flow Blue dishes and just, you know, wouldn't be able to pay my mortgage for 2 or 3 months had I bought the set of Flow Blue dishes. But here was a set. There were 5 dinner plates. And I guess I shouldn't say set because there were 5 dinner plates, 5 saucers, and 4 teacups. But still, it again, $25 with $12 shipping. So it is not the same pattern, but it is this. Nobody bid against me. And I won this. It is the Florid Royal Semi-Porcelain. And I cannot make out what it says on the banner. It has, I'll show you in a minute. It has a crown and a banner. And it is, it has England 2 on it. But it was just beautiful. And all the different variations of the blue. It was really done well. This may have been towards the end of them figuring it out a little bit more. It's very light and fragile, just beautiful. There is the mark. It's, you're not going to be able to see. It's just, I'm right up on it, can barely see it. But I got 5 of these, and they're all matching. So it's the first matching set of Flow Blue that I have, with 5 saucers. And there again is our blue mark. And our blue kind of all over the plate. Is that upside down? It sure is. There you go. Okay, so maybe you can recognize it. And then my 4 cups and saucers. And I love how they put the details. I have a few where they have the detail inside. And it's just like a little flower. But anyway, I love the handle. Do you see the detail and how delicate that handle is? I'm finding it, and it could be other countries too. I don't know. But a lot of England's teacups will have these very delicate, you know, more intricate handles. But anyway, so I got the 5 plates, the 5 saucers, and the 4 teacups for $25. I was very excited for that. Okay, and then I won another auction. Y'all, this was, y'all are gonna think, well, first of all, it's January, why are you doing this? Well, if you know, you know. I put one bid on this. It was the Saturday that we were going to Four Sisters, and y'all have already seen that video, and we were driving down, and I saw it, and I was like, I cannot believe that this is what it is. And Grace said, well, just bid. Just go with the starting bid and do not keep going up. I put the starting bid, and I'm going to tell you what it is after I show you. And nobody bid against me. And I had there were 3 or 4 days that this was on auction. I've seen this at Antiques on 231. Now, I love Antiques on 231. I'm not telling you this to dog them. I'm just telling you this, like I've said, some of us cannot afford all of the things that we get to come from an antique shop. I can buy from antique shops, and sometimes I can't afford it. So I've always got my eye out for affordable things. But this exact thing that I'm getting ready to show you is at Antiques on 231, or I'm not going to say it's there right now. It was there when I was there a few weeks ago. Now here's where I'm going to kind of lead you astray. $350 or $385. So $350 or $385. And I'm not really sure. I don't remember which. The difference is it did have the box, the original box that it came in. That makes a world of difference to collectors, and I understand that. So I'm so excited. I put in a starting bid of $125 because that's what it was. One-time bid, never bid anymore, and I won this Napco Japan Santa picture and 5 mugs. Now, I don't know, this little mark right here is from the maker. It's some kind of paint, so that's not anything flawed, well, I mean, it's a flaw, but it didn't come from the person that had it. This looks almost, well, brand new. Like somebody found it up in great grandma's attic and just thought, well, I need to make some weekend money. I'm going to auction this off. Doesn't even look like it's ever been used. It was in pristine condition. I have wanted this exact picture all Christmas. There's 2 more that I want, and they're both on Facebook Marketplace right now, but the seller is away. Like, you know how you go to message somebody and say this seller is not available. But anyway, so when I got this with no bids against me, and here's one of the cups, and there's 5 of these, and they all have the stickers on them and some numbers. I don't know what the numbers mean, but I mean, all the cups. And I love, y'all know I love it when the paint is coming off and stuff, but I also love when you get something from the 50s that looks absolutely brand new. I mean, here it is. Here's our stamp. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. It's not gonna focus, but I was shocked that I got this. Now, like I said, the difference between this one and the one on 231, it is still have the box, and there are 6 mugs, not 5. But I only need 4 mugs, so I was fine with that. And we're not going to drink out of these at all, but I do like to have at least 4 of something because there's 4 people in our family. So that is it for my auction wins. I feel like I'm leaving something out. Okay, y'all, I knew I forgot something. I did not have the Currier and Ives teapot, nor do I have the butter dish. And this came up for auction, and y'all, I won this for $10. So I went ahead and snagged it. For the purposes of, I am thinking about possibly selling that set now that I have the complete set of Liberty Blue, and I'm liking the Flow Blue so much. I'm on the fence about whether or not I should keep the Currier and Ives set. So what would y'all do? you know, is it possible to have too many blue and white dishes? Can't think of what it would be. I am in the process of, Christmas is packed up for the most part. We've got to pull out a big huge ladder and get something down out of the foyer, but Christmas is packed up, and I've transitioned the living room and the family room and the kitchen into winter. So I'm going to edit this video, clean up a little bit, and then make another video here in another hour or so, just to kind of let you see some of my winter decor. My dining room and living room are still kind of a mess. My living room's almost straight, but it takes time when you do the amount of decorating that we do to pull everything back together and then to find homes for things. And we are trying to do things a little bit different. Many of you saw my short of what we did with the cabinet that we got in, oh gosh, where were we? Cedar Hill, I think. Were we in Cedar Hill? Up around Springfield at the estate sale. We painted the inside charcoal black, and we changed in my family room. We had that hutch, moved it into the foyer, brought that cabinet in here, and it is where I'm storing a huge part of my ironstone. So that will be in the video that I'm going to make tonight. But, you know, just trying to pull things back together. The foyer and the dining room are going to be just spring. Like, I'm going to go ahead and get them ready for spring, summer. I'm not even going to say probably, they're not going to change again. It is a huge deal to get up on that plant ledge and change that out. I kind of just want the dining room to get done and be done. And then my living room is where I'm going to put the main part of my Valentine's, because I left out my red transferware from Christmas. So I'm still working on that. Today is Saturday the 13th. My school starts Tuesday the 16th, y'all. And for those of you that were, sent prayers for me with my big state test, y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I failed it. I didn't fail it bad though. I've already signed up. I'm going to retake it on February 8th. And it was timed. I don't do well with time tests. I'm very stressed out. I just kind of completely went blank on a lot of things. It was just silly. I should have passed that, and I didn't. But that's okay, and I wanted to be honest, because I feel like I'm always real with y'all. But thank you for thinking of me, but I'm going to have to go take that bad boy again. So anyway, that's what I've got going on. Hopefully, like I said, we will get some snow. So that would be great, because that would give me some days off to kind of get some more things done in the house. But anyway, guys, I hope that you are having a great weekend. I hope that you, if you live in this area, that you're kind of getting prepared for the weather that's coming about. And from what I can see, I don't watch the news a lot because we don't have cable. But from what I can see is that the whole country is getting some bad weather. So, it seems like all of us really kind of need to be preparing and getting ready to stay in our homes for a little while. It will be Hazel Grace and Ruby Sue's first snow. So I'm excited about that. I bet they won't even want to go outside, but we'll see. And I'm going to insert some pictures in here. You may have already seen them, because y'all know I always say at the end, but I'm actually inserting them at the beginning. Ruby Sue and Lucy are doing well together. It was a huge fear of mine. There is, Lucy is 105. Well, she's actually lost a little bit of weight. She's 102 pounds. And Ruby is barely 5. So just even by accident, Lucy could really hurt Ruby. But they're doing well together. So I'm still not leaving the house and letting Ruby roam free or anything, but I'm just not quite as on edge anymore. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Be looking for, if my second video doesn't go up tonight, it'll go up tomorrow. So be looking for that. Give it a like and a share, guys. That helps me out more than you can know. And I know y'all probably get tired of other YouTubers saying that, but it does really make a difference. I didn't realize when I was just a viewer just how much of a difference it makes when you guys do that. So please consider doing that. But you all have a good one, and until my next video, happy thrifting.